This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week for my collection video, I want to focus on some hard-to-find Kino Lorber Blu-rays. Kino Lorber over the years has quickly become my favorite boutique label, mainly because they found somewhat of a niche of those 80s, 90s, sometimes 70s, 60s movies that maybe you missed in the theaters, or maybe you weren't even alive when they were there, or maybe you just overlooked at the video store. So these are the 5 hard to find, some of my favorite Kino Lorber picks. So that being said, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We are back at HQ. We are in the voluminous vault. Yes, we are deep in the Omega files. I'm just going to jump into my first pick for my hard to find out of print Kino Lorber movies. The first one we have is the 2002 comedy crime thriller. I believe it was originally from Touchstone, Big Trouble. This was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, produced by Tom Jacobson, written by Dave Barry. This stars Tim Allen, Rene Russo, Stanley Tucci, Tom Sizemore, Johnny Knoxville, Omar Epps, Jason Lee. And I don't give you too many names because I don't want to spoil it for you though. It does have one of my favorite rappers, may he rest in peace, with a guest appearance on there. But the plot behind this, the story of how a mysterious suitcase brings together and changes the lives of a divorced dad, an unhappy housewife, 2 hitmen, a pair of street thugs, 2 love-struck teens, 2 FBI men, and a psychedelic toad, based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning humorist Dave Barry's best-selling novel, Big Trouble. And this is just kind of a fun, it's a little goofy. It's almost kind of like a Guy Pearce movie, except without the crime and the slick look to it though. Just the kind of Guy Pearce, like a comedic version of that for Big Trouble though. But again, a lot of guest appearances, Omar Epps, Stanley Tucci, who's great, and I'm a big Stanley Tucci fan, Rene Russo, even though you don't see her too much anymore, Jason Lee. So if you like any of these actors, you like that kind of Guy Pearce type of plots in a more comedic type, definitely check out Big Trouble. Next, we have the 1996 comedy. I believe it was distributed from Buena Vista Pictures Distribution, The Associate. This was directed by Donald Petrie, produced by Robert W. Court, written by Gennaro Prieto. This stars Whoopi Goldberg, Diane West, Eli Wallace, Tim Daly, Bebe Neuwirth, Austin Pendleton. The plot behind this, Laurel Ayres is a businesswoman trying to make it, but unfortunately she works at an investment firm where she does all the work, but all the senior investors like Frank Preston grab all the credit. She then leaves and starts her own firm. While trying to find clients, Laurel pretends that she has a male partner named Robert Cuddy. And when she starts to do well, all the clients want to meet Cuddy, which is difficult since he doesn't exist. And this is
It takes place around Christmas, so it's not necessarily a Christmas movie, but it does have a Christmas vibe to it. I don't call it a feminist movie, but it's a movie from a female's perspective, especially if you're in the business world, especially back in 1996. Definitely, in speaking from personal experience, a male-dominated organization, almost a club, and if you weren't part of that small group, even though you work for the same company, you weren't privy to all the same perks and benefits as the in crowd. But very cute movie, good message. It has a very special guest appearance on there, and I won't give it away though, but it's a very interesting guest appearance, specifically for the overall theme of the movie. Whoopi Goldberg, The Associate. My next pick is a 1969 adventure drama war western. I believe this was originally distributed from 20th Century Fox, 100 Rifles. This was directed by Tom Grease, produced by Marvin Schwartz, written by Claire Huffaker. This stars Jim Brown, Raquel Welch, Burt Reynolds, Fernando Lamas, Dan O'Hurley, Eric Braeden. The plot behind this: when half-breed Indian Yaki Joe robs an Arizona bank, he is pursued by dogged lawman Lighterdek. Fleeing to Mexico, Joe is imprisoned by General Verdugo, who is waging war against the Yaqui Indians. When Lineker attempts to intervene, he is thrown into prison as well. Working together, the two escape and take refuge in the hills, where Lineker meets beautiful Yaqui freedom fighter Sarita and begins to question his alliances. And what's interesting, at least for me, I was never a big Western person, but as I've gotten older, some of these old Westerns they hit differently now. Bang up cast: Jim Brown, who was one of the kings of the black exploitation period. Raquel Welch, she was the hottie of the time. If you've never seen her, she is very attractive, statuesque woman. And of course, Burt Reynolds, he was the it guy from the late 60s, 70s, and early 80s though. But just great Western, very different ending. It's not your typical ending that, maybe just for Westerns, because I haven't seen enough Westerns though, but it's not the ending I expected though. But very cool movie, great Western, great action, 100 Rifles. Next I have a 1988 drama war film. I believe this is from TriStar Pictures, Bat Star 21. This is directed by Peter Markle, produced by Michael Balson, written by William C. Anderson. This stars Gene Hackman, Danny Glover, Jerry Reed. I believe Jerry Reed was a country singer. David Marshall Grant, Clayton Rohner. The plot behind this: Lieutenant Colonel Isil Hambleton is a weapons countermeasure expert, and when his aircraft is shot over enemy territory, the Air Force very much wants to get him back. Hambleton knows the area he's in is going to be carpet bombed, but a temporary shortage of helicopters causes a delay. Working with an Air Force reconnaissance pilot, Captain Bartholomew Clark, he maps out an escape route. And of course, from the year, this is a 88, a very younger Danny Glover. Prayers go out to him. I believe he's in the early stages of Alzheimer's or something to that effect. Gene Hackman, may he rest in peace. I guess they're towards the middle age of their careers though. But decent suspense war film, and again, like Westerns, I was never big into war films growing up, but it does a really good job of holding your suspense. It gives the drama and I guess the duality of war, the good and the bad of war. But interesting film. Bat Star 21. And lastly, we have the 1995 crime drama thriller. I believe this is from Buena Vista Pictures Distribution, Bad Company. This was directed by Damian Harris, produced by Warren Carr, written by Robert Thomas. This stars Ellen Barkin, Lawrence Fishburne, Frank Langella, Michael Beach, Gia Carides. The plot behind the CIA operative Nelson Crowe is tasked with a deadly assignment: infiltrate a highly secret industrial espionage firm. Once inside, he teams with Margaret Wells, a master spy and seductive manipulator, in a plot to overthrow the organization's sinister president, which leads them into a dark and mysterious web of intrigue and shocking murder. And this is one of those slow burn crime films, not quite as stylistic as what's the movie I'm thinking of? Deep Cover. And a little brain fart. It's a little slower paced than that, not quite as gritty, but more on the spy suspense tip though. But still, great movie, especially if you love Lawrence Fishburne. I think he's a very underrated lead actor. I mean, the guy's I believe, a Broadway thespian though. So, great movie. Again, if you like, and also Ellen Barkin, she does her thing with this also. So you like those two actors, you like that kind of slow spy suspense thriller, definitely check out Bad Company. And these are my hard to find out of print Kino Lorber classics. If you made it this far in the video, smash the like, give me the big thumbs up, make sure you hype it up. It helps with the algorithm. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Share this with other movie lovers like yourself. Also, if you find these out in the wild anywhere for a reasonable price, under 40 bucks, I say pick them up. You might not get them cheaper than that. With that being said, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.